Maryclare, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me today.
So we're going to talk about Seven Rooms, which is a great platform focused on the hospitality industry. And just a fun fact about me, I actually started my career working at a Holiday Inn. So
Okay.
for 4 summers, it was a great, summertime, high school and college job. But anyways, let's talk about your background. So you're the sales manager at Seven Rooms, but prior to joining the company, talk about your experience.
Sure. So I started my career in the restaurant industry when I was very young. My first job in high school was working with a restaurant. It was actually Famous Dave's Barbecue. And I was running the to-go counter there. And from there, I went to work for an Italian restaurant where I was waiting tables. I was hostessing. And so the beginning of my career started in the restaurant industry. I think it taught me a lot about my core values and professionalism and how customer service is paramount and how to speak to people. So I began my career in the restaurant industry, was always very interested in food and nutrition. From there, I studied nutrition, worked for a nutrition school for 8 years. And it was an online training program that taught people how to become health coaches. And since it was an online training and it had to do with food, I've always had a love for food, restaurants, and technology. And so when I found Seven Rooms, it was this aha moment, and I was super excited to be a part of something that brought all of those worlds together.
So Seven Rooms as a company, the goal is to make, a guest experience exceptional. So what is the technology and how does it work?
Sure. So we are a B2B solution for restaurant operators. And so what that means is that everything that Seven Rooms does, everything that we've created are features to help restaurant operators have staying power in the market. And you have staying power by elevating the experience for your guests. And how do you elevate the experience for your guests? You do it through guest data. And so a lot of restaurant operators are missing guest data. They don't understand who their guests are on a deeper level. And so Seven Rooms is essentially powering reservations and connecting systems within a restaurant to give the restaurant operators a deeper understanding of who their guests are so they can remarket back out to their guests and elevate the hospitality experience.
Very cool. Now, as far as the team as a whole, how many employees work at Seven Rooms, and then specific to the sales team itself?
So we've grown rapidly over the last year, which is super exciting. When I started at Seven Rooms a year and a half ago, we had, I think, 40 employees total, and now we're at 120 or so, and 18 of those are the sales team.
Now, if someone joins the sales team, like what's the sales process like for actually, selling your platform?
So we do have a BDR team who will source some really great meetings with restaurant operators in their particular market. So we have sales reps that are assigned to different markets like Hong Kong, London, Middle America, West Coast, East Coast. So a BDR will set up a really great meeting for them. They will meet with the restaurant operator via virtual demo or in person if possible, walk them through our platform, get them interested, and from there on, they own the experience. And it typically, some restaurants are ready to go very quickly. It's a single location mom and pop, so they can sign up within, 30 days and get up and running with Seven Rooms. For larger deals where you're working with several different restaurants and a lot of different people that are involved, it could take anywhere from 30 to 90 days.
Now, as far as hiring for the sales team, like how do you evaluate talent, and then what can someone expect throughout the interview process?
So we're really looking for people who are self-starters, who are enthusiastic about the food and beverage industry and are enthusiastic about technology. If you've had experience working in restaurants, that's definitely a plus. Seven Rooms is a very collaborative environment. Restaurant needs and operator needs are evolving every single day. We're learning more and more about what our restaurant operators need. And so there's constant collaboration. So we definitely want team members who are going to bring something unique to the team. I think it's, finding the right people and then figuring out where they sit on the bus to make it all work. And so we're just looking for self-starters, people that are passionate about food and restaurants. I mean, who isn't? And technology.
Now, as far as the actual interview process in itself, like is there like initial phone interview, or you have to do like a demo of sales or something like that?
So there is a phone interview. We do a couple of phone screens, and then we do want you to essentially run a small demo for us. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want to see your ability to speak to decision makers and communicate effectively a particular product.
Mhm. So once someone does join the team, what's the day-to-day culture like working there?
It's really fun. I have to say that I really enjoy SevenRooms more than any other position that I've had before. The personalities are great. The people here are just really enthusiastic about what we're doing. But the day to day, it's, as I mentioned before, very collaborative. So we have sales team members that are doing demos, restaurant operators that have unique needs and things that we're learning every day to make our product better. So the day to day is a lot of collaborative. It's an open workspace. So we're doing a lot of collaboration, a lot of demos where we may sit in with each other and assist each other with doing a demo or helping a restaurant operator.
Okay. So if you were talking to a friend or colleague, why is now the ideal time to join SevenRooms?
We are I feel like we're at a turning point. We're no longer a really small startup where people don't know about us. I think over the last year, we've grown so significantly, not only with our staff, but our market presence. We're working with really big players in the game. And we're at this really great point where you can join SevenRooms and it's still small enough where everyone has a voice. You're able to, see change and have an impact within the company, which is a great thing to have very early on. And I think over the next year, the sky's the limit. We're going to be growing even more rapidly than we have the last year. So it's a perfect time to get in.
Well, if you are interested in exploring opportunities at SevenRooms, you can check out their job listings on VentureFizz by going to their biz page, which is venturefizz.com/7rooms, and you'll see a complete list of openings there. And you'll also find a podcast recording that I did with Allison Page, their CPO and co-founder. So lots of great details, a deeper dive into the company, their founding, and everything all about SevenRooms. So Maryclare, thanks so much for taking the time to walk us through the sales team at SevenRooms.
Great. Thank you so much for having me.